Brown guy with tattoos. I think I'm covered. We're looking for a brown guy with tattoos. Perfect. What
Is
shooters
that
we
the
have?
AK day?
That was the AK
Ah,
day. So
chest blasted.
chest. He just won.
How about this? We'll give something for the listeners. All right.
Dude, if people understood that they can get slapped at any fucking point in time, they would legitimately shut the fuck up. Fucking take the labels off of this shit. They want to drink the bleach, drink the bleach. So day drinking, and then and I was like,
I caught that. I'm like, motherfucker! It's 11.
We're at
It's
work.
11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Work at least.
It's 11
I
o'clock
was
in the
at work
morning.
too, but I was like, yes.
Now it's time for you to talk about Blood Dick.
Right.
Why the fuck were you guys talking about that before the fucking episode? Hashtag Blood Dick.
So awesome.
Welcome to the Covert Standard. I can't hear anything. Can you hear anything?
Yeah, I can hear.
Kind of, yeah.
Did it do the noise?
It did the clicks.
Oh, did it do the clicks? I didn't hear the clicks. I can hear you.
I think it's like those like military tests where you have like to press the button to hear.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just pressing the button right now.
I like to think. Do you guys remember what's that movie? Clint Eastwood, the old guys going into outer space. It's not Clint Eastwood.
Space
Armageddon?
Cowboys.
You talking about Bruce Willis, Armageddon?
Space Cowboys, I think, where they look at the chart, right? They're standing far away from the eye chart, and they're like E, Z, L, D, L because they memorized it.
Yeah.
So their eyes are shitty, but because they memorize, that's what I like to feel like I've done with the sound test that they give you for
You
your
just keep
ears.
clicking.
You just gotta go. You just gotta time it. Like when did you do the loud ones? How far were they a distance apart? Okay, just do that. 1, 2, click 1, 2, and I pass every time because I can't hear shit. My fucking left side of my ear, man. I blew all that shit out, and it's like fucking like deafening. Sometimes when I like talk,
It looks like it's still attached.
it is still
okay.
I'm talking about it's all fucked up. So sometimes when you guys talk, if you ever see me, you'll see me do it. I'll tilt my head like sideways. I do that all the time. I don't even notice I do it anymore, but it's because I'm trying to hear you better through my right ear because my left ear it's just all I hear is
10 and 9.
Yeah, I'm part.
I have
of that
that.
too.
I have
10 and
that
9 is terrible.
I don't have that.
Both ears? One ear?
ringing constantly.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't
Drives me
have
insane.
that, but I have terrible. Like I treated my ears poorly. A lot of live music when I was younger, playing live music,
I thought
listening
he was-
to live music.
That was going to sound like he raped him with Q-tips or something.
Yeah,
I
I
stuck him in way too
I
deep.
thought it was going somewhere else.
And-
yeah.
they
I've never
felt
been a
too
Q-tip
good.
guy. That's Jay.
Wait. Never, you
Jay.
don't clean your ears?
Have you seen Jay clean his ears?
No, I haven't.
Yes, actually, I have.
Yeah.
That's weird that I have. So, yeah, I have. Actually.
Well, I was the gunsmith, and so he'd come into the gunsmith room
yeah, well,
where
that's
there
where-
are free Q-tips, and he would fucking clean his ears at least once a week, but realistically more like once a day.
No, I
And it would get real awkward every time.
Because he'd be like really sexual with
Yeah,
it?
he's
Yeah,
like
well, that's
fucking
how he
his
is.
ear. He's fucking his own ear. Like, yeah, he's enjoying the shit out of it. Nah, never been that kind of person.
Yeah, he's kind of scaring me as of recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's
What's changed?
He's worrying me a little. No, nothing's
Is it because
changed.
he's normalized?
Nothing's changed at all. It's just the same shit. I just haven't seen it in a while, and now I'm just like, okay, no,
Oh.
it's nice.
Yeah, you
Just
have
forgot.
like relatively not like more low key friends.
More, yeah.
Friends that are over on this side that are more low key compared to Jay, and Jay's a little wild.
Jay is a wild child.
Yes, he is.
He misses me apparently.
Oh, by your sweet
Dude,
video.
that was such a great video.
He
Oh,
he
my
misses
God.
me so much that he actually took time out of his life to video edit some. I don't know where the fuck.
I almost reposted that on Covert.
I hate you all. I hate all of
fucking
it.
page.
No. Oh, God, it's gonna happen. I know it. Yeah, it was kind of creepy. Where it got creepy.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Was
Where'd it
they
go?
were like it was like bromance, and it was like him and then me and then him, and then all of a sudden it was like two dudes holding hands, and I'm like, so I'm like, what the fuck?
When did we take that?
And then the heart. The
And
two
the
hands.
fucking
on the
yeah, it's not
heart.
even our hands. You know what he did? He Googled a picture of black guy and white guy hold hands.
Yeah.
He Googled a picture
Interracial holding hands.
interracial holding hands.
Interracial dudes holding hands.
Right? Or he black guy and Asian guy hold hand, or so I don't know what the fuck he did, but he Googled an image so that we could put it in the video so it looked like my hand and his hand, and that's what bothered me because I was like, wait, we never held hands.
What if you were so hammered
That we held hands and
that
he took a
you
picture?
got when you were passed out? He did that and then did other things to you.
That is something he would do. That I know.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I don't go pass out. I stop myself before I can pass out.
Did I ever tell you that he's the reason I have password on my phone?
I mean, that's a good reason to have one in general. But
Like, I never had a password on my phone.
He is definitely a reason
But-
why a lot of people have passwords on their phone. He will go through your shit, send him like to his phone shit that he finds in your phone just so he can think about it later, and then put pictures of himself on your phone.
I mean, what else would you
Or
do?
he'll look up. D's fun. I know what he did.
Yeah.
He would look up the most disgusting thing you can possibly think of.
Yep.
And then be like, "Oh, here you go, bro," and then like leave it there. And it's like shit that probably the government's looking at your phone now for, because that's what he looks up.
Is the government looking on your phone?
I mean, for me, he would put interracial gay porn on.
I mean, bro, why you hating right now?
I'd listen to podcasts and I'd go to the bathroom or something, and he'd like see I left the fucking gunsmith room, and he'd run in there and grab my phone, put that shit on. Like, nope, I'm putting a password on my phone. None of this shit.
It's pretty fast.
I miss me some Jay. He does the craziest fucking shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My favorite is like when he like takes lizards' heads and like guts them out and then uses them as like puppets.
Probably he doesn't do that.
He's psychotic.
And you're gonna have PETA listen to us. Is it PETA? Who cares about animals?
They don't listen to us. That's for damn sure.
They're going to now.
No. We're like he's not killing dogs and puppeting dogs. So like the little lizards you find outside.
That we know of.
Eating eggs it's chicken murder.
Is it chicken murder?
PETA's pretty fucking insane.
Very extreme.
So they're probably listening now.
No, whatever. I like animals. I eat animals. That's just how this works. It's fucking called the circle of life. Period.
So
No
we recorded an
Comma.
entire episode and lost it.
I wasn't going to admit it.
No, like I
Technical
think
difficulties.
it's important because I want to touch on some of the things we talked about, but it's also probably not going to be the same
Yeah.
because we fucking talked about it already.
We had a technical difficulty. My computer program that I'm using to edit the podcast ended up updating, and I lost the entire episode that we recorded for us to release. So we're re-recording it now for you guys.
And it was good, apparently.
It was a really good fucking episode.
I thought it was good.
I
I
was
was
there.
happy with it.
I was there, but I don't remember.
So there are some
That's-
things.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
There are some things that we want to touch on again, right? One of them being
Fucking Canada. dude.
Yes.
Oh my God. Poor fucking Canadians.
What happened to Canadians?
They're making
fucking Trudeau. That's what happens
They're
in
just
Canada.
stealing people's guns.
So
So they already have like really restrictive gun laws, and now
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just boom, no more. We're just gonna take them from you.
all guns?
No, it's all what they call assault weapons.
What they call assault weapons.
Right.
What do they call
Not
it?
an assault rifle, which is an actual thing. No, the assault rifles have been illegal in Canada for fucking probably 90 years. Like before assault rifles were even invented by a military force. It was
They
probably-
made it illegal.
But
That's awesome.
they have like AR-15s there that have a 5-round capacity magazine. You have to get special licensing and permission to get it. It's only legal to have in your house locked up unless you're taking it to a gun range, or they do like
That's stupid.
yeah,
do you have to
it's
have
awful.
escorts? Are we going to escort
It's
the gun?
fucking awful. I mean, they do like different competitions, so guys will use it for that. To go out and shoot competitions with it. That's basically the only time it's legal to be used. You can't use it for self-defense.
Is it this is the push from the fucking shooting up?
Yeah,
in
Trudeau
Canada?
just decided he's going to make them.
But what did he use, or the bad guy use?
We
They
don't
won't-
get to know.
Thank you. That's what I thought. They
Yeah.
haven't pushed out that information because I
Nope.
doubt it's a fucking assault style
Right.
of anything.
It's just a gun. Period. It could have been a fucking little 22 revolver.
It's weird that they're being so secretive over that shit.
No, it's not. They want control,
Yeah.
right? Because that's the one thing that we talked about a lot, which is opinion on it again. I'd like to get another opinion on it. Is basically this: do you think that is a real thing? When I mean by that is a real thing, I mean, do you think that it's not a conspiracy when people want to take away their arms, what their ideology behind it is, and what their meaning behind it is? Meaning, do you think he's doing this for more control, or do you think he's doing this because he actually really wants to prevent another shooting? Like he thinks that'll work.
Maybe not both. Like maybe it's not either. It could be a power grab, or it could be like I want to take a stance against this because I'm a politician,
Mm-hmm.
but I also know there's not really anything I can do to stop this. So let's go after the easiest thing to demonize.
I'm curious to see the numbers of crimes that go up because Australia
Well, I know, but they took all guns basically.
Australia did, yeah.
Yeah.
They took all
In
the fucking...
Canada, you still can have guns. So it's just it's kind of like when in 1986 when Ronald Reagan decided that machine guns needed to be illegal to manufacture anymore. It was just the easy thing to do. there was a shooting, and so that was his response. Let's just fucking take this one thing that most Americans don't. Like, even within the 2A community, most of them were like, well, I don't know why you need a machine gun. They're never fucking used in
I don't know
crimes,
why it's any of your fucking business either.
Yeah.
Okay, well then let me ask you that. Do you think that would be an agenda at least at some point in our government? I don't care if it's the whole government or just a certain body of government. But do you think that that's on the agenda is like as a control factor?
I think, and I got into this in the last podcast, I think that class systems are almost like ingrained into the human experience. Like if you go back between every spot on the planet, every time period, class systems had always formed, and
royalty. What you're saying, class systems is royalty versus non-royalty, or
okay, you talk about
rich and poor.
Japan, they got all their citizens to give up their swords, and they melted it to put it into a Buddha statue, and then all of a sudden it's just the samurai. So it's the people in charge and their guard are the only people that are fucking armed.
Mm-hmm. So now there's a power. You can't do shit.
Similar things that happened throughout Europe. Similar things that happened within China. I don't know as much about Indian history, but
China.
He did say it like it was fast, but it was China.
I think when you listen to what these people want, they generally almost never want guns out of law enforcement hands. They want a class system.
Yeah.
They want to have
You're not allowed to have it. We're only allowed to have it.
Everyday people need to be peasants, all right? Their opinion kind of matters, but it doesn't matter that much. And they need to be able to be put in check by the people in charge. There needs to be a level of hierarchy. They don't want citizens to run the government. They want the government to run the citizens.
Do you think that that's already a thing now, though?
Well, that's a good question. I think that in America, it's gone that direction pretty like consistently for the past 100 years.
I think there's a division, an absolute division, and there's underlying factors, right? Because there's people this is how it really works. Like there's people that just don't care, right? They just live their life. I just want to live my life. Leave me the fuck alone. They don't care. They probably don't vote. They don't get involved with anything. They don't really have any opinions about it.
They do vote, but it has to do with like one thing.
Yeah,
they have one thing that they give a shit about, and then everything else is like, okay, but the guy agrees with me on this, so that's my guy.
Then you have some people that think people should be punished, right? Like the people that are overbearingly punished, and the only way they can hurt you is by going after something you like, right? So, for instance, everybody knows Democrats, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are literally at each other's fucking necks. Like it's a gang war in our fucking government, pretty much. And the people that follow them, there's a lot of extremists on both sides. There's a lot of alt-right and a lot of fucking alt-left or whatever you want to fucking call them.
Sure.
And in order to hurt the other side, they attack something that they like. So they like the demeanor, like we're going to take away your guns. Like, oh, we're coming for your guns.
Yeah.
Because they know this is going to hurt them. I don't know if they believe in having guns themselves.
They generally they think guns are just for murdering people.
Mm-hmm.
They're just murder tools.
So part of their agenda is to say, we're coming after your guns. We're gonna come get them. Like, why are you taunting me with that?
Yeah.
Why are you taunting? Because if I don't have a gun, like what is
going
that
to take your AR-15? Yes, we're going to take your AK-47.
But what does that prove? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, okay, you're coming after my gun for what then? Because you think that I'm not going to be I'm going to be lesser of a man without my gun? Is that what you think? Is that where you're going with this? Because you think you're going to lose a fight because I have a gun?
Right, we're not going to be as violent.
That like we're just going to pick up clubs at this point. And just,
take away tools and the violence just disappears. That's the thing I've always been upset with as far as the short-sightedness of Democrats, because even like within the early to mid 2000s, there was a significant number of Democrats that were pro-gun.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that number has dwindled as the parties have become more hard-lined. Like there's less room for delineation and thought. If you're a Democrat, you better think these fucking things or get out.
You have to think. You cannot be different.
And that's kind of the similar things have happened in the Republican Party to a degree. I think that things got so crazy in the Democratic Party, the Republican Party grew, but the people that came over that were previously Democrat really didn't change their ideology. They just, apparently the party has shifted so much, I'm not welcome here, so I will be part of this party.
They got ostracized.
Yeah.
As soon as they switched, it's all of a sudden you're a fucking traitor.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's I wish
There's
I
no
could
free
remember.
thinking.
There was a black prominent Democratic politician that's been like a Democrat for like 35 years, career politician, and was saying basically like, Trump has been good for the black community. Like I can't be upset with what he's done. Like they like forced him to quit. He's
You see what I'm saying though? It's my way or the highway. That's literally what they want. It's my way or the highway. If you don't fucking care, goodbye. It's fucking ridiculous. It's like children running their shit, you know?
Yeah. I know Chase responded, so at least he watched it. Sent out a video about the like kind of the coronavirus and how it kind of peels down the layer to like the philosophy of people when it comes to government. Of, is the government here to provide for you, or is the government here to provide a safe area for you to provide for yourself?
So which one is it?
I mean,
Which one is it
we
in
all
your
agree with
opinion?
ourselves here, so I don't want to fucking sit here and jerk each other off because we're all in agreement that like,
Yeah,
well, because this is an
I'm okay
audio.
with that.
We flirted with YouTube. We have to do video for that.
they
It's
can
not-
have-
it's
we
not
got to
audio.
show them the whole circle jerk that we're gonna do.
But
Who's gonna be the biscuit though? We need a biscuit.
But of course, we all fucking believe in making it ourselves and just, setting things up to allow people to make things successful for themselves.
What are you laughing at over there?
Oh, he's so entertained.
I know. Good. So chipper.
It's so fucking. It's just funny because I don't think anybody. I don't know. I don't know why that was so funny in my head. So
you're super cute.
so,
Nerd.
so what is the answer then? What is the function of government? And during the pandemic, is it? I get what you're saying.
No. In general.
In general.
What is the position of
fucking Why do we have a government? Why do we need them?
So, what? Like, if we're gonna put it in the concept,
Whoa. Whoa.
He fucked that up.
He's talking about jerking off still.
Yeah, he is in his mind.
That's what he's talking about.
And
He's thinking about.
Get it, girl.
He's thinking about you and me right now, just fucking jerking right there.
if we're gonna talk about it in the context of the pandemic,
Lame. Have more fun with the other one.
people have shifted of like, okay, well, we were quarantining the healthy and we need to switch it to quarantining the high risk. Like, no, the government doesn't need to be telling old people that they can't go outside either. Like, the old people and the people that have health problems, they need to make that decision themselves. They need to be deciding whether they're going to wear gloves and masks and go out, or if they want to stay home and have things delivered.
Darwin.
It's none of it is for the government to be fucking deciding.
The government should not have to decide how to live.
There's like a 79-year-old barber.
That's fucking.
That was, like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to open up my shop. Like, I'm going to have to close for the rest of my life if we don't reopen, and I'm not that worried about it. So I'm going to open it up. And, the fucking reporter in the crowd is, well, are you going to be held responsible if someone gets sick in your store? Like, it's such a weird, like, dynamic that people get when they want it. Like, open your fucking eyes. There's lines out the door at every grocery store, at fucking Home Depot. Are they responsible for anybody that gets sick? If you're fucking walking around and you get someone else sick, are you responsible for that? Like, that's such a dumb fucking way of looking at it. Like, if you're going to go out somewhere and you know that there's some crazy, scary sickness around, you're the one to accept the responsibility. Not the guy that's opening his doors to allow to fucking cut your hair.
I don't remember the last time I got sick, and besides blaming my coworkers, ever going, it's somebody else's fucking fault.
Right.
Like, obviously, you're going to be like, oh,
you
man,
motherfuckers.
yeah, you fucking assholes at work got me sick.
Yeah.
That's about as far as that fucking goes. But now you're going to sit here and try to dictate what I need to do with my fucking life because I may or may not get sick because I'm taking a risk that, guess what? For the past 30-some-odd years, I've been taking the same fucking risk.
I have a great story for you.
Ooh.
So I work at like a retail chain. There's several stores, and I got to hear this complaint from the customer and then also the management perspective. And I know that this guy is straight lying. That's the only way it really makes sense. But according to this guy, all right, he is driving along and he feels flu-like symptoms. So he pulls off into our parking lot at our store, and he's afraid he has the coronavirus. So then he proceeds to leave his vehicle there, get on an airplane, and fly to a different city to seek treatment and then about 4 or 5 days later call and try to tell them, oh yeah, I left my vehicle in your parking lot, and is pissed that it got towed and is demanding that we pay his tow fees because
That's not how that works.
and that he's talked to a lawyer, and we don't have any signs posted up saying
Don't
that
have
it's
to.
a towaway vehicle.
Don't have to. It's a private property.
Don't have to.
And in Florida, it does say that you have to have that in
Nope.
private property.
Nope.
I looked into it. It has to be considered abandoned property, which in most areas in Florida is 72 hours. Otherwise, technically, we would be liable. He left it there for quite a while.
You can have a vehicle towed.
Yeah, but you can still be held liable for it. If he wants to take you to court, technically you would lose. I read the statutes. It actually is pretty onerous, so we just ordered some towaway signs.
So you can post them.
Yeah, we're posting them at every fucking location. Boom, problem solved. Fuck you. We don't like you. If you get arrested because you're being an idiot and your vehicle's in our parking lot, we're going to tow that shit away on the spot. Fuck that. But anyways, I thought that was interesting that he's saying he's a doctor and he felt flu-like symptoms and thought it was corona, so he decided
to fly
to not only to park his vehicle in a gun store parking lot that's not airport parking, but then I don't know, from there like catch an Uber to get in someone else's car to go to fucking airport and then be in a fucking closed airplane.
Is he being held responsible for infecting all of those people?
Right. Like that is the shittiest thing ever. That is like the most unethical thing. I just don't believe he's a doctor. I don't believe he was trying to blame the COVID thing. He was trying to play that angle. He's just trying to get money.
It sounds like the guy parked it there because in his mind, a gun store a gun store is the most secure place to park your car
and I'm
for a long period of time.
Hammered, and I need somebody to give me a ride home. Yeah,
yeah,
weird.
Yeah,
weird.
No, it's awful.
So if I catch the flu, it's going to be your guys' fault and the entire world.
Speaking of that,
because you guys didn't wear a fucking mask.
We should do that, right?
What?
Blame your fucking spot of business.
Sure.
We're just going to sue everybody.
Like you got sick, so I got sick, and I'm dying. Right? So that's the way this fucking works.
I don't know. I feel like the only bit of personal responsibility you should be taking is if you feel like you're sick and you know this is going on, don't be the asshole that goes to get his hair cut.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't understand this whole thing of like, if you're not sick, then just don't go out. And then if you are sick, then
if you don't want to be out in public, don't go out in public.
There's so many things that are worse
there's
out
so
there.
many weird stories. Like there was a story of fucking, apparently somebody like a producer for a local TV station was upset that a guy was still running an ice cream truck in his neighborhood. So he like turned it into a local news story and was like, why aren't you wearing a mask? And how dare you do this? And you're responsible for deaths. And the guy's like,
shut up.
Well, the guy's older. He's like, well, I'm not sick. That's why I'm not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And he kept talking. He's like, sir, I can't understand you. Just take a step back and take the mask off so I can understand what you're saying. And he started freaking out, like, how dare you tell me what to do? Meanwhile, he's fucking
telling him what to do. People are fucking weird, man.
We're talking about people are not like really evil to each other. And are not terrible. Oh,
it's so funny. I fucking love working with people. It's just a joy. Especially comments on the internet. That's just the best.
No.
I used to. Every once, well, not anymore. Back in the day, I used to like read a comment. If the comment was so asinine, I would like make a funny comment to that comment that they would never get most of the time. Like, they like I would talk shit, but they don't know it's talking shit.
Like examples.
Like they'll, I don't have a fucking example on my head. Good job. How about somebody like talking about how COVID-19 has killed, and they probably made a bad comment saying it's killed millions of people, right? Let's just say somebody said that. Then I would go back in and be like, millions of people millions of people have gotten it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like millions of people have, like, I'll put gotten with an asterisk, instead of died, it'd be like, instead of died, it'd be like died equals got or something like that.
The guy that I introduced you guys to over the weekend when we were shooting.
Yeah. Your face is fucking terrible.
He was telling me about a guy came into his shop and was talking about the virus. And Riley,
Oh no!
Yeah,
bleep
use his
it
first
out.
name. He was like, yeah, it seems,
I'm not bleeping it out.
Seems a little
You
overblown.
fucked that up.
Like the response to everything. He said, tell that to the 700,000 dead.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
Okay.
sure. Why not? You're living in a fancy world, but okay.
I can't fucking stand it. You know, it's actually starting to really get to me right now. Like this whole
Is
COVID. It already has, but it's starting to really.
It's the mask thing that bothers me.
Yeah, it's.
I want to turn into a Karen. I just really want to use that excuse. I'm sorry, I have a medical condition.
I don't want to wear a
and
mask.
just keep walking.
No, I just. Does it not feel weird out in the world now?
Dude,
Like, is it not like eerie?
Did I talk to you about getting my hair cut?
No, but I got mine and it's fucking amazing.
But you have to wear a mask. I know, same. But you have to wear a mask, and
I didn't.
I'm trying to not like it is required.
I mean, I did because my barbers are cool. I'm not gonna throw them out like that.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck?
That was my fear. Like I didn't want to get them shut down. You know, like I don't want to be that dick. That's like, well, I don't have to fucking wear a mask because this shit isn't
I need
real.
a mask.
And then some fucking code enforcement
Fuck.
or some dumb lady or guy that's super scared calls code enforcement. They're cutting hair over here without masks. You know.
Oh my god, I hate people.
I just didn't want to be a part of that, so I put the fucking mask on.
The barbers had masks on.
Yes, but
didn't.
The consumers were supposed to wear masks, and so I sit down in the chair. And I'm like, do I have to wear this mask while you're cutting my hair? And she's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, how the fuck are you going to cut around my ears? She's like, well, you can take it off for that. So I just fucking took that shit off and let her cut all of the sides of my head.
So she's infected now.
What you do is you do tape on your cheeks, right? And holds up the mask.
Well, we were talking about how I'm deaf. Like, I can't understand these motherfuckers with masks. I can't understand what people are fucking saying when they're muffled like this. I can't fucking make it out.
Dude.
And you get a fucking plastic wall. They're wearing a mask and they have a plastic wall in front of you.
Yeah.
Take the fucking mask off.
Yeah. We went to Chow the other day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking either scream at me or take your mask
Sign
off.
language, please. That's what I would like.
My favorite thing,
fuck.
I saw a video. He's really mad about it. I saw a video of like you see dumb videos of people with masks, and one of the videos I saw was a lady. She had the mask on, and a hole cut into the middle of the mask.
I love it.
And they asked her like,
that's a great mask. But
do you have a hole in your mask? Yeah, it's easier to talk to people.
Yeah.
Huh.
I love
So
the,
a lot of people saw that video and they thought like, oh, what an idiot. She thinks she's protecting herself. I fucking love that video for the very opposite. She's like, well, I'm forced to wear this mask. It's mandatory. So, but I find it hard to breathe and hear people. So I talk to people. So
I love like the wipes one or the baby wipes one where they can open their fucking to drink out of the fucking thing and then reclose it back in public. Like
I love
that's great for the bar.
The masks and the gloves and them touching things
and then
touching their face
yeah.
or lifting their mask and scratching their nose or going for their cell phone and texting on their cell phone and then putting the cell phone back in and then putting the cell phone up to their face, taking the mask off with the gloves on still, talking on their cell phone on the face. These people are fucking morons.
Do you I mean, you know how like it's not effective? Like I got yelled at for like
the mask is not effective.
Having a mask on, and this motherfucker had like the mask like
on his upper lip.
Yeah,
right. Not over his nose.
Not over the nose, nothing. Like
how about
this doesn't work?
How about the microns? I believe that's this measurement. How about the I think that's the measurement. I might be wrong. The microns, the size of the virus versus what the mask actually stops.
Viruses are fucking tiny in general.
They're smaller than what the mask can actually stop.
So you're saying that it's a waste of time?
Mm-hmm.
And then that everybody's scared because
that was actually talked about in the doctor video. They got taken down and shit.
Right.
They talked about that.
How ineffective it is.
Ineffective the fucking masks are.
Yeah, the mask is
even the Surgeon General came out and said it. What it is we're freaking out over this fucking shit.
With the Surgeon General is that like, yes, he admitted that, but it was also like because he didn't want people to take masks while medical professionals needed it. But at the same time, this is the same idiot that was like saying it was a good thing that people stopped shaking hands and that he hoped that became the new norm in American society.
What?
Yeah.
I like fucking touching people.
Right. No more physical contact. Dude, I swear to God, we're fucking
I'm a touchy person.
But what's the Wesley Snipes fucking Sylvester Stallone
Demolition
dude?
Yeah. Where
everything's gonna be VR sex.
VR fuck.
3 shells?
Yeah, 3 shells in VR sex. No physical touching, no language. Language police is going to be a real thing. Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah, me too.
I would have like a constant like.
They would issue my own personal ticket to Baker. So every time I curse, just yeah. I'd just be broke because I curse. That's my life. That's my money. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
No, but yeah, it really is. It's turning into that shit, and it's dude, it's all bothering me. I really don't like it. Every time I drive by and I see a fucking line of everybody 6 feet apart at fucking Publix, it bothers me. When I go to a fucking hardware store and they have lines on the fucking one-way signs on the fucking aisle, and I want to go down one aisle, but I have to go around another fucking aisle to get to this fucking aisle. Otherwise, some fucking Poindexter that's not even wearing his fucking mask, right? He wears it on his upper lip, tells me, you gotta go around.
Hey,
that fucking bothers me.
So you should try to go backwards down the aisle.
I did.
So
I did. No, I totally did. I totally did that.
Back up into that motherfucker.
Yeah, but nobody saw me, so it wasn't effective.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't do what I wanted to do.
I just go down whatever aisle.
I did that. Yeah. I still do it. I still fucking go down whatever aisle. Yeah, yell at me.
Call the police.
Yeah, call the police. Yeah, do that.
Just wait for him to say something. Just say,
please do.
Fight me.
Yeah.
Yeah, fight me. Fight me.
We'll get this solved.
We'll fight
solve this
me
problem.
or shut up.
Yeah.
It's just fucking aggravating. Because it's starting to stress me out for this. The simple fact is I feel like we're living like in the epitome of what it would feel like to live in a fucking socialist country.
It's a weird step towards 1984. It's an odd step towards that.
I don't like it. What flu is still a thing.
Yeah, but the deaths don't count.
Flu is, you can still catch the flu today.
Yeah, but you can't. They don't record the deaths, so it doesn't happen.
You can still catch
if
hepatitis.
You died of that, it would be COVID.
You can still catch AIDS. You can still fucking.
Can you catch AIDS? Is that like something you catch?
Can you get AIDS? Is it get AIDS or catch them?
You acquire
AIDS.
Like
I think
you
level
up into AIDS.
You level up. It's a level up.
Bad decision. Level up 15.
So then it's down.
Dude, yeah,
down.
It's what is it?
Negative in charisma.
Negative.
Bad choice. Should have bought your own needle.
Or
warn the condom.
Fucking Resident Evil. You're dead.
Turns out the $15 hooker that you had anal sex with had AIDS. Who would have thought?
And now you're dead. Now you're dying of dysentery.
So we were much more effective on the last time that we recorded this, and now it's.
Oh yeah,
is it because we don't have
angry and.
Oh yeah. Is it because we don't have Jeff here that keeps us in check?
Yeah, I guess probably. He's probably
does
good
he
for
keep us in check?
No, he doesn't. But I just thought it was funny.
I mean, he's here and he's a good voice on there.
He's not here.
I don't think he stops us from doing that though.
No,
I think we still.
I think there's too many personalities for him. Sometimes.
Probably.
Yeah,
that's probably true.
Possibly. Indubitably. Dude, AK's getting done. You got your shotgun done, right?
No, it's not done yet.
I was going to say.
Yeah. So basically, guys, Dillon's getting it done, and I'm fucking doing it too.
And girls.
And girls.
The one girl.
The one or two.
I hope there's more than one girl, but yes.
The one or two beautiful females out there that are listening to. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to say right now. It's awkward.
Beautiful females.
Made it awkward.
Okay, so Dillon's already got it in. He's got an 870 in the shop right now, getting fucking Cerakote painted right now.
It's a shotgun,
and it's awesome. Yes, it's a shotgun for those of you who do not know anything about firearms, and for those of you that do.
It's shot, and it's a gun.
It's a big boomstick.
So I have. My SBS, I did something similar.
Short barrel shotgun.
You just are you're our like narrator right now.
In
the background, he was like, my SBS. Boop. Short barreled shotgun.
It doesn't sound good when I said sexy too.
That shit rusts when you take it outside. Like the factory finish, like the Parkerized /blued that they do on 870s. That rusts
black.
That's the type of coating on the shotgun.
When you take it outside in Florida, if you go overnight camping, it's rusting. Yeah. And Cerakote's awesome for protecting
the AK. So the AK started rusting underneath the trigger.
I legit thinking about doing that.
I think it'd be a good idea for that.
So the Norinco.
Yeah,
because it's a little rust-o-matic. I think I'm gonna make that my fucked up awesome. Like I want to do crazy M-Lock forend and fucking cheese grater
every fucking day,
and it's still yeah.
The Riley started getting rust underneath the trigger guard, and I cleaned that up too. So yeah, I that's why I'm getting
Florida,
it done.
Bro.
It's like an old Chinese blued Norinco. It's pretty bad about rusting.
So I'm getting my AK-47 done. We found a dope ass fucking camo where the barrel's tanned.
It's an AKM is what it is, not a 47. But yeah, go ahead.
He's so hurtful.
What?
Why you been hurtful?
AKM?
It's an AKM, yeah.
It'd be an AKM pattern. That would be like saying that that your Glock 40 is all handguns. Thank you.
I love how he's over here translating what SPS means, and then he gets real technical on you. Fucking throws that dick down. Boom!
So
it's Yapper stuff. I love.
Oh, Yapper. No, that's an AKM,
stuff,
dickhead. No, it's not a Yapper.
It's a reference that other people use to
Is it
AKs.
an AKM because it's not full auto?
No, I thought it was just the pattern is different because of now we go into like the stamps and the different steels. They're all copied off of the AKM and not the 47 now.
Right. Yeah.
My AK.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah.
My AK. And I'm pretty sure the model of it is an AK-47, so I can still call it an AK-47.
No, you can't.
So my AK.
Is it Riley AK?
Yes.
47?
It's a Rack 47.
They fucked up, bro. It's like nerds making
is getting painted.
Making AKs.
Cool colors.
What kind of cool colors?
By Stone Cold Works.
And here's our segue.
Can I keep fucking going?
Here's our segue.
So anyway,
you have to talk over
Stoner.
us.
So Stoner is basically he's hooking us up with our paint jobs, and it's gonna be super fucking dope. We found a cool ass
paint jobs and hand jobs.
Cerakote job that was done. The colors are awesome. It's gonna be tan with a bunch of.
It looked. I thought it was the like Tropic Multicam or something close.
No,
to
it is actually the standard multicam with the tan barrel. So the tan parts. The other one I was going to go for was the darker one, like a forest green, and I really like the darker one, but I like the tan barrel on the other one, so I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's going to do that. He's doing it for me. Dillon's got his shotgun getting done as well. People, we went to a shop the other week, and he's doing a lot of fucking badass shit there, man. I loved going over there. So if you need your gun Cerakoted for protection reasons, or you just want to fucking Gucci it the fuck out, go see Stoner. Hit him up on stonecoldworks.com. He's got his price sheet up there. Let him know that Covert Standard sent you over there.
Gucci's to make it fancy.
And he'll do it for you. So don't forget stonecoldworks.com. He's our sponsor. Dropping him in that mid-roll because I
was about to say, we're doing pretty good. This is the first time we...
Honestly, because we didn't hear the clicks through our game off.
So are we actually recording and we're just not talking
I hope.
No, we're just talking into him like this entire time. We just been talking. I just like talking to you guys.
Start it over again.
I just like talking to you guys.
They're coming for again.
They're kicking our jabs.
But I can't wait till that's done. So that's why I got the tan sling so it matches all that.
Have I told you that I fucking love this goddamn Beretta? I'm so in love with this.
Tell me about this Beretta.
Oh my god.
What's the Beretta?
I'm thinking about like shooting mine more.
The LTT, the Beretta 92 LTT. I'm so in fucking love with it. For some reason, it's dumb, but I'm still thinking like, if I could obtain a Brigadier slide, should I?
Yes.
Or just buy a whole new Brigadier gun? It's fucking $1,000 for no reason.
Why aren't you doing it right now?
Because I have all kinds of other shit.
Did you buy an ALS for it?
So it doesn't exist. I did buy an ALS holster, but it doesn't work with a light. They don't make anything in the 7000 series.
So you shot yours without a light on?
No, I shot mine with a light on. I have a Filster floodlight. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's I spent like $130 on it. I don't like it at all. But it works as a Band-Aid while I'm waiting on the Safariland. I have to get an old school 6000 series holster, and they're like 120 days out to build time. So, but I think I got it. I got a fucking like forest green or like some fucking green. Not OD. What's the other fucking like Ranger green?
Ranger green.
Yeah, you got dark green.
Ranger green's lighter.
Whatever this is darker than OD.
Olive drab is darker. Yeah, no, Ranger green's lighter.
Opposite.
No, I'm pretty sure olive drab is darker.
The opposite, and it's if it's an actual like difference between the greens, because now they are confusing the OD and the Ranger at the same time. So generally, it's just an OD, and they refer to it as the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It can be, but if we're talking technicality, darker.
I thought olive drab was darker.
Go to
just Google it later.
Metal
it's all
Gear
right.
Solid 3.
Oh, that's your fucking reference.
That's how you.
You guarantee those fucking Japanese nerds got that shit right.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Don't question fucking Metal Gear Solid 3. Fucking an army of nerds that they're like, if Airsoft nerds could make a game and they had an endless budget, it would be Metal Gear Solid 3.
I mean, it's a good game.
It's a good fucking game. Very well researched.
I like the CQC. He's looking up the fucking camo patterns right now.
Yeah.
Camo is a type of like camouflage that you wear to hide from things. By the way. You all right over there?
Do do do.
Ranger green is more brown and desaturated, and OD is more of a bluish.
Which one's lighter?
It doesn't say.
Brown is darker than blue.
Well, we already said, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to an airsoft website.
Oh, my God. The true authority.
Definitely. Fucking check it out. See what they say.
Now we're just going to make the listeners wait to listen to what fucking color olive drab. I'm glad I took us down this road. It's all worth it.
Okay. And
It's
then
all
what
worth
else?
it.
What else were we talking about last time? What else were we missing?
We forgot.
Did we go into the Aubrey case or not?
A little bit. I think we did. The Aubrey
shooting in Georgia.
What's his first name? Or is Aubrey his first name?
Ahmed? I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I hope it's not something.
I thought it was Aubrey Abed or Ahmed Aubrey, something along those lines. While he's looking it up,
There you go. Yeah, it's. You're right. It's like kind of the same.
That hurt. I bet that hurt to say.
What? That they're kind of the same?
No, that I was right.
No.
All right, we're moving on past that. That I was right. I know. I was there.
But you're not right though. It's not. That's not lighter.
No, it was.
No, it's just they're different shades. They're different.
Yeah, so that makes it
one's
lighter.
darker.
Yeah. Weird.
Not shades. Did I say shades? Did I say shades?
Yeah.
Not different shades. They're different. They're different colors and all. Like they same darkness, just different colors.
Okay. So, what do you are you on the same page of what we're talking about with the shooting, the Aubrey shooting?
Yes.
What do you think of it? What do you think?
I think it's
He's still trying to look at this fucking green color.
Yeah, he doesn't
Put the phone down and answer the question.
I think that it's bullshit. I think that they shouldn't have intervened like they did. I think the shooting was a bad shoot for the reasons at hand. I don't think it was the context of what they're trying to say, though he was a jogger or something like that. I do think there was probably underlying issues, but I don't think it gave a reason for anybody to fucking shoot.
Okay.
That's my theory. And yes, it started from a mattress, right? A box spring mattress is where all this shit started from.
No, you're confusing the fucking shooting I started talking about after the podcast last time.
That's what I was talking about last time, was whatever it was.
No, that is
That was something else, right?
Yeah, that was with fucking Steve and Mike.
Oh, the fucking rednecks.
Yeah, that's an old
awesome.
Texas shooting.
Okay. I thought you were talking about that. That's why I brought that up. But anyway, it's the
the
construction site.
Sorry.
black kid getting shot by
The construction site.
two white guys. No, yeah,
ran
it's
from
not
it.
a construction. Oh,
It was a
yes.
house that was
I'm
under
sorry.
construction.
It is, yes.
And he was in
Yes,
there,
he was-
and we were discussing how it is actually a felony to.
Yeah,
Well,
to take things
burglary and then
to take from it,
trespassing
but
and
there was
blah,
no
blah,
indication
blah.
he took anything.
He's trespassing on it, though.
According to Georgia law, that's not the case. That you need clearly marked signs, and then even within that, you have to be verbally told before you're officially trespassed. I've looked into this too much, but I mean, does the guy
But
that
you can't, like, walk in my house whenever you feel like it.
right? But if it's under construction and there's no doors, apparently that is a thing.
Well, what changes? What changes without the doors?
There's nothing stopping you.
From going inside?
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
if there's doors and
I
the
got
doors,
the Rona.
doors, if there's
Yeah,
doors and
motherfucker. What? You sneezed out over everything.
I turned.
if there's doors and the doors open.
I don't know. When you talk to cops, I feel like cops will walk the fuck in there.
If the door's open?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would. But it depends on what we're there for.
Right. So, to make this short and sweet, I don't have an opinion fully of it because the video of the actual shooting that I saw was heavily
Chopped
edited.
up, yeah.
Heavily edited. So I don't have a good opinion there. I think that it was like most of these questionable shootings of pretty dumb action stacked on top of each other. Apparently, the dad is like a retired cop. Do I have that right?
Investigator, I think is what it is. He didn't have the power for detention. He didn't.
He
carry
wasn't a cop at the time. No,
gun.
I thought he was retired.
No. Like he was an investigator for them. He never had the power to like.
Oh, okay. When he
take
did
to
work for the
jail or
law
some
enforcement.
shit. Yeah.
Okay.
They were talking more into that because that's originally
He had some
was a
sort of
cop,
law
but-
enforcement
yeah.
connection. I think that that upset people because they felt like that was a big reason why he didn't get arrested in the first place.
Yeah. Well, and
it
the
very
judge,
well could be.
Well, the prosecutor or the judge knew him, and so that's why they've had to, like, the next judge had to step down as well because they did know him. They've been working with him for years prior to that.
Right.
So
they've had
that
to
was
accuse themselves.
But it was good on them for that part.
Of course. Yeah. That's good. It's responsible.
I love that there's more coming out now of how he was not just running in the neighborhood. And
well, I didn't believe the official story right off the bat.
It's never a good thing.
Black guy just running on a daily jog, and
somebody just walked up and shot him.
Yeah.
Then we bring in Gage to shoot him.
I didn't believe that for a second. But so you're talking about it's not worth getting shot, but they didn't start off trying to shoot him. They started off trying to make a citizen's arrest, which got into a physical altercation while he was holding a gun, which is what resulted in him having to use it for deadly force.
For a detention, they're allowed to do that in Georgia as a civilian because they believed a felony crime has been committed.
Yeah, because they believe. I don't know if you followed.
What was the felony crime? What were they saying?
Any of the Colion Noir stuff? You watched any of it?
No.
Well,
he's actually changed his opinion.
Well, I don't think so. Well, I don't think so at all. I mean, unless there's something new that I saw. We talked about this last week, and
or not. I'm sorry, defended.
Yeah. I was like, because we left, and that's when I saw his new video on it, and he fucking doubled down, and he started going over all these statutes and how this guy hadn't committed a felony in front of him, so therefore, and he started reading all these letters of the law. I'm like, man, that's all irrelevant because if they believe at the time that he was committing a felony, that would have geared their actions. They didn't know what happened in the video footage.
What does the statute say? Believe?
I don't know, but it's all irrelevant. Like, you can't talk semantics because that's what he was doing. He's really upset. He's emotionally invested in this.
Sure.
He was talking semantics over like what he saw in the video, and like the guys that did this didn't watch the video footage. They saw him leaving their neighbor's house, and they'd seen him multiple times, and they were trying to stop him because they believed he'd been stealing from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. And then it turned into a physical altercation because they were open carrying shotguns like idiots, and then that turned into a use of deadly force. And law enforcement at the time saw it as justified, and then now prosecutors have stepped in and decided it's getting prosecuted after it got a bunch of national attention.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes.
So, I mean, I think overall I'm probably pretty happy it's going to court because I hope that maybe there will be some justice out of our justice system for that. Like, I think it's questionable enough it should be brought before a court because it comes down to, like, I understand why you went to deadly force when you were holding a shotgun and he started to take it from you, but you ran at him trying to stop him while holding a shotgun. Like, you can't pretend like you didn't play a part in this.
Like, is it so wrong that the other guy was defending himself?
The guy that was jogging,
quote unquote, jogging. Like, he didn't have a gun. He wasn't armed, right?
Right. Right.
Well, I'm assuming because I didn't see.
He wasn't armed.
I didn't see the real video. He wasn't armed.
I know that much.
So they pulled a gun on him to do a citizen's arrest. In his mind, he could be fighting for his life.
Yeah, he doesn't know who the fuck these guys are.
They're holding a gun.
They jump out of a fucking shotgun or jump out of a pickup truck with shotgun.
So he grabs shotgun. They shoot him. There's no justification. He was trying to defend himself.
Right.
And he didn't even have a weapon to do. He was an idiot for grabbing the shotgun like that. But I mean, I get it. You're fighting for your life. I might end up fighting for my life like that too.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's where Colion stood and why he was like really upset about it because he saw it as like this dude was fucking going for a run and it had some people out of nowhere come at him with fucking guns and he just tried to fight for his life.
Yeah.
How the fuck is that something that's a legal action that he died?
I want to know what they thought he did. Like what
I think they thought that he was stealing from
just because he was around.
Site.
Just because he was around.
He kept on going to this fucking house under construction.
And apparently
it was multiple times.
Yeah, there's more.
But there's a camera in it,
that
right?
He's been.
Yeah,
in
but
there
it's not their house; it's their neighbor's house. But they thought that this guy kept on stealing from their fucking neighbor's house that's under construction.
Why not call the fucking police then?
They did,
and
they went after him to stop him.
No. How come they didn't call it over the other? I don't know, 10 times that he did it when they were like thinking that he was done.
I don't know that they didn't.
I thought that there was more. Like, there's been more cases of this guy being in there. I don't know how far they've gone into the.
I don't know enough about it to like really condemn anybody, and like that's where like That's where a fucking court should come into play and look into this a little bit more, see how reasonable this is or unreasonable it was. But either way, it's a dumb move. I'm going to make a citizen's arrest with a fucking shotgun?
Oh yeah, I know.
Where is that a good idea?
I don't know. Yeah, everything's terrible. What do you think of the black militia coming out?
I don't know anything about it, but sure, great.
Black
There's
militia.
a black militia, yeah.
Yeah, coming over to the not the two guys that got fucking arrested. Came over to their place and was fucking just running around with guns. And
I don't know anything about it.
yeah, there's a.
I know that that's why
shit show
California's
going
gun
on.
laws started getting really shitty because they're scared of the Black Panthers. That's where all the super restrictive gun laws came
Oh, I
from.
mean,
Well, it wasn't after
They weren't very
the
nice.
shooting.
Black Panthers.
What was the shooting? The
What?
Los
Black.
Angeles.
Black Panthers.
oh, it's
Gun laws
like,
sucked way before that.
yeah, like 1970s when the Black Panthers were fucking
Black
real
Panther.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Terrible
but I
shootout.
thought it was that's when it was like hands down fucking lockdown on everything.
All
was
those
after
guns were
that.
illegal they used in that shoot.
Very. But
Hold on, the people that were defending?
Which shootout are you talking about? Are you talking about the bank shootout?
No. That's in Miami. I'm talking about the one in
No,
California.
the
No.
bank shootout. There was no bank
it was-
shootout.
well,
in
that was
Miami.
in the 90s. It was before that.
No,
one.
I'm talking about the LA shootings or the LA shootout.
LA riots.
LA riots. That's what I'm
That's
talking
also
about.
in the 90s. No,
Yeah,
the gun
no,
laws were also
yeah, it was
super
before
restricted
that.
way before that.
Because that was all gun battles in Los Angeles, like all over the place. There was
Kind of.
Well,
There wasn't a whole lot of gun battles.
Koreans.
Yeah,
no,
it was-
Koreans.
they were outside of their stores shooting.
rooftop.
Yeah, they were
Koreans?
shooting at looters, and looters were shooting back, but it wasn't real gun battles. Like, there wasn't, gangs fighting each other on the
There's
streets.
people shooting. At
It was looters.
That's a gun battle.
Is it? I don't think that's a gun
People
battle
shooting
all.
at each other. That's a gun battle.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't think so.
What's your? I mean, it has to be 10 people.
If gangs are going across
What's
the
your number?
town, multiple gangs shooting at each other.
So
there's
five
no
people.
lawless-
5 people on one side, 5 people on the
No,
other.
no. What a gun battle to me, all across the.
So if 3 people are sitting outside right
Okay,
now,
no.
What's the time?
I don't know what you're gonna say, but no.
we're off. No, but how is that not a? How is
you're
that not a
cutting
gun
me off
battle?
before I finish my sentence, so I'm disagreeing with you.
Okay.
That's-
I'm just how is that not a gun battle? If it's by myself and I'm fighting one other person with a gun, that's a gun
Why
battle.
is it gotta be me?
I don't know because you're in
Is
front
that
of me.
That's a gun battle.
That's a gun battle.
It's
Okay.
not gonna happen. We have to do the knives if we're gonna do this.
Okay,
The military
Then
guys
that's a
have
knife
to,
battle.
Military guys have to do the fucking
Yeah.
knife on the beach. kind of
Knife
thing.
battle with shirts off.
That-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look that good, but tattoos are gonna look nice.
Yeah.
But
I got a little bit
when
of
you
tattoos
say
above
that
my
there's
muscle.
chaos in the streets and there's gun battles everywhere, I don't take that to mean that there's one section of the city with some Koreans that are shooting at looters, not purposely to hit them, but purposely next to them to scare them away. I don't consider that being
Rooftop
openly
Koreans.
in the streets,
Openly discharging
shooting
a
at people
firearm.
and getting shot back
sure.
or shot at back. That's a gun battle.
Okay.
They're getting into it right now.
No, I'm trying to understand the concept of what you're talking about.
I don't
has
think
to
you
be a
are because
gang?
I tried to talk about it 4 times and you cut me off
It
every
has-
time. So I don't think
Can
you're
you
trying to
stop being an
understand.
asshole
Shit.
over there?
Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna get off this and talk about
You're
it
the
again.
problem.
So anyway, that's enough for tonight.
Thanks for listening,
I'll
guys.
see you guys later. I've got Bad Karma.
I
I've
don't
got
even
Clear
have
Malfunction.
shit,
I'm the Nitro Panda.
This is a quick outro. This is
fucking-
what we went over. That's what this outro.
Love
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Love you.
I
bye.
fucking love you.
Follow
fucks.
everything.
We'll have another one.
Thank you for
All right.
listening. Bye, guys.